So before we get to the awards, I definitely have to say today my cup is full, that I've learned so much, that I've received so much knowledge. The nuggets, I hope that you all remembered the hashtag and we're just dropping those gems. But here's the moment that we have been waiting for. I have the opportunity to present to you all something exciting. So this year we are introducing our school's inaugural Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Awards. We're looking to establish a new tradition for our school, specifically celebrating the contributions and efforts made in the areas of diversity, equity, and inclusion, particularly by our O'Neill faculty, staff, and alumni. A special thank you for those who made nominations, and a huge thank you for those who helped me make some difficult decisions in this process, as all of the nominees are deserving of the recognition because they are doing the work and they are greatly valued. So the winners of this award, or these awards, there's a total of 6, representing the IUPUI campus as well as the Bloomington campus, respectively. But these awards were determined by the following criteria. These individuals have they've demonstrated an emerging or sustained commitment to the values of diversity, equity, and inclusion by documented efforts that are above and beyond the routine expectations of their job titles or the projects that they're working on. They've provided evidence of exceptional efforts to promote truly inclusivity, inclusive environments that are free of bias and discrimination. They also uphold and embody the mission and the vision of the O'Neill School and the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, which are leading for the greater good and majoring in making a difference, as well as elevating voices, opening doors, and minds. It is my pleasure to introduce the inaugural winners of the DEI Awards, and we'll start with, I love the suspense, I know y'all waiting, right? We will start with the Faculty Award. And so far, none of the winners know who they are, so this is going to be a surprise for everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce the winner. I'm going to invite you to share comments briefly because we only got 30 minutes. So share your comments briefly if you'd like to say something. But again, we'll start with the Faculty Award. So this year's winner of the O'Neill DEI Faculty Award for the Bloomington campus is, drum roll. I got pictures of folks because I wasn't sure if they were going to show up. Ashlyn Nelson. Please, if you are in the room, unmute yourself and share your brief thoughts. Receive your flowers.
Thank you so much. I feel like I want to cry. Honestly, I feel like this is the most meaningful award I've ever received. Thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate the opportunities that you've provided in your work within O'Neill, and I don't even know what to say. Sorry. I really appreciate this award. As you know, DEI work is very close to my heart. It's something that I really value in research, teaching, and service. And I have to say that I have a renewed energy after seeing some of the presentations over the last 2 days. It's given me a renewed energy around feeling like we're at an important pivotal moment in the way that we move forward as a school. Thank you all so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of the work that each of you has done. And thank you to everyone I see on the call for doing the good work. It's a great day.
Congratulations again. Our winner for the IUPUI campus. Tamra Wright. If you are here, please unmute yourself and receive your flowers.
I am here. I'm just like Ashlyn. I'm kind of at a loss for words. Yeah, I appreciate, Brian, all the work that you have done not only on the Bloomington campus, but on the IUPUI campus, the support, your team, Levon, some others that I met, a few years ago. Yeah, I think that this would be phenomenal any day, but I think on such a historic day when we have the first Black Indian American woman to be vice president, I think it makes it that much more meaningful. I just hope, I just echo Ashlyn. I'm so glad she went first because, the presentations were phenomenal and just reinvigorated me. And I know many others during a time when, things are tough and it's difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So to know that our students, we're shaping them into the leaders of tomorrow, and they're the ones that are giving us older people who have been in this game a long time, strength, I think is phenomenal. So I thank you, all of you, and just continue to do the great work that you do. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you both. So now we will transition to the staff awards. The winner for the Bloomington campus for the O'Neill DEI Staff Award is Jericka Parker. If you were here, show your face. Come collect your prize.
Yes, I am here. Thank you so much. It means something to get an award and walk and breathe DEI all the time, every day, and put it at the forefront of the work that I do. So thank you, Brian. Thank you to your office and what you guys are doing, what you have been doing, and continue to do. I'm happy to be a part of that bigger picture. And yeah, I don't have much else to say, but this is definitely a good day, right? All around from morning till now evening. So thank you again. And thanks for anybody who nominated me. Happy to be nominated, and it's an honor. Thank you.
We appreciate you. Now for the IUPUI winner of the Staff Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award. Eugene Pride. If you are here, please join us.
Oh my gosh, that wow. I don't know what to. I wasn't expecting that. Thank you. I really appreciate you leading this event and supporting our campus and obviously leading Bloomington as well. Tamra and Marshawn have done a lot of work on our campus, so I appreciate being able to lean on them for a lot of information regarding helping out these students and these different initiatives. And obviously a lot of my colleagues that I work with in student services and just in O'Neill general. We have so many talented students in the O'Neill School, and I believe that we are a shining area on top of a hill. And I'm really proud to work for this department, and I appreciate the award. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So now we will transition to the final group of awards. These are our alumni. The school will be nothing without great alumni and people who are doing the work. So we poured into you while you were here on both campuses. And it's great to see how far our alumni have gone and how they continue to change the world and impact the lives of those that are around them. So this year's winner for the Bloomington campus of the DEI Alumni Award is, I like doing this. It's almost like I'm on American Idol when I'm making y'all wait, right? Like after the commercial break, like, the winner is Levon Williams. If you are here, which I know you are, please join me.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Should have known that headshot was gonna make an appearance. Keep it short. Thank you all. Thank you to whoever nominated me and people who said that was a good idea. Appreciate that. I hope that that today and everything we've done over the last couple of days is really just the beginning of an ongoing conversation with the school about how to really advance racial equity in this space. I appreciated the opportunity to talk about it earlier today and appreciated hearing from everybody who presented. I think I'm energized, as other people have said, by the work that's happening, and I really want us to leverage this work at the school. I want to see how the school can change as a result of the conversations we were having today. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. And our last award for the night is the IUPUI Alumni, which is Cheryl Hall-Russel. If you are here, come get your roses.
Hey, everybody. Wow, what a day. Thank you. Very, very nice. I serve with the Distinguished Alumni Council, also known as the place where all the old people go, old graduates go hang out. Just proud of my school, proud of the work that's being done now. I'm a DEI professional here in Allegheny County in Pittsburgh, which has really been an interesting place to be for the last 24 hours. And so it's just been a huge day. And this is important to me. The work that I have been able to do with the school, with Brian, with the dean and my colleagues, we've taken on some really, really serious discussions around DEI in a way that since I've served on this council, we hadn't taken on before. So it's hard work. It's work that it's going to take a long time, but I'm so proud that the doors are now open to these discussions. And we're growing in such really terrific ways in terms of our ability to handle really hard conversations. Not gonna get easier, guys, but I think the full commitment for the long term is in. So thank you. What a day.
Well, please join me again in a virtual round of applause for all of our winners. And just a heads up for the winners, you'll receive a token of our appreciation following the summit. And I'm also glad to share with you that your names will live on in the school and the school's history, not only being the inaugural winners of these awards, but on both campuses, we're going to be installing some plaques in the hallways, and your names will now be displayed along with all the winners after you. So congratulations. I thank you again for your commitment to DEI and prioritizing the work. You are appreciated. So with many hands, the load is made lighter. This summit, it wouldn't have been made possible without the support of an amazing group of people who are working behind the scenes, frantically emailing back and forth while things were going on now, bearing with me as I was an impromptu DJ for today's event. I hope y'all got the message from the songs that I was playing. But it's these individuals were essential to make this possible. That these people, they really love this school and the work that they see as possible, that this school can do, the change that is possible, and the value of creating space to spark change. So please give me just a moment of your time so we can give these individuals their roses, so we can celebrate them. So I'd like to start with Dean Mooney, Tom Stuckey, Suzanne, Brad Heim, Crystal Garcia, April Grudai, excuse me, Coach Lee Simons, Candace Miller, Shaz Atari, Tamra Wright, Lori Garrity, Emily Wilson, Michelle Susi, Nigel Miles, Melissa Sandin, Nikki Boyd, James Boyd, Michael Jackson, our interpreters, Marla and Stephanie. A notable alumni who I want to put respect on his name, also a good brother of Kappa Alpha Psi, which is my fraternity, founded on Indiana University in 1911, January 5th, which happens to be my birthday. But this isn't about me, people. I want to talk about Antoine Wallace. Me and him had a conversation back in April of creating something like this. So publicly, my brother, I appreciate you for presenting me and trusting me with that vision and making this possible. So thank you for that. Tysus Jackson, Levon Williams, our students, Rebecca Amaya, Elizabeth Cornejo, Aubrey Hayes, Sabrina Brandt, Dennis Vera, our moderators for the day, Maddie, Agna, Brandon, Jules. I mean, you all were great. This day wouldn't be possible without you all. And last but not least, I have to thank you all for coming to the summit. investing your time, listening, giving of yourself. Change starts with us. And we must be willing to acknowledge those ugly truths and confront those systemic issues that exist in our organizations, in our schools and communities, society at large. There were a lot of action steps and nuggets provided yesterday and today, but I hope that you took something from it. That even if it isn't something that you can use right now, that you wrote it down and it's going to be beneficial for you moving on. So it's going to take us taking the first step, committing to that process of change, committing to doing something different, committing to standing in the gap, committing to getting in good trouble. I know who said that. But I ask you all to continue to advocate for diversity, equity, inclusion. Recognize that it's not always going to be tough, or it's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be accepted. It's not always going to be appreciated. But when we do this work, we recognize that we do it because it's meant to be, that it's a calling for us to do that we realize that we have the ability to do it, so we act. So I hope that if you take nothing else from today, find it within yourself to act, to do something. Also, before I go, shameless plug, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so you can stay up to date on what we're doing as an office, what the school is doing. So it is, as we come to a close, this day, these past 2 days have been amazing. To see the response, over 300 people registered for this event. And that speaks to this work, speaks to the time that we're in right now. People are interested. So I say the theme of this conference and this summit has been, let's avoid the performative works. So now, as my grandmother would say, I'll leave you with her words. She was a wise woman, still is, she's alive. Don't tell her I said was. Grandma said, once you know better, you do better, right? So now that we have the knowledge, that we become more aware of how to take those first steps, that we hold ourselves accountable to taking those steps. Because once we fix ourselves, then can we only look out to project and fix other people. So before we go judging other folks about what you need to do, am I doing everything that I should be doing? And then when I got my own stuff together, then I'll move on to fix other people. But until then, look in the mirror. So I appreciate you all. Again, follow us, subscribe, like us. We love you on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. This, I hope you can see it. Somebody put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, it's in there. But outside of that, I thank you for your time. I appreciate your presence. And until next year, we'll do this again.